This has been an operation. George Soros was betting on the currencies of all of the different Central and Eastern European countries that he was working with Ned and the CIA and the State Department and USAID to overthrow. So he has insider trading knowledge. Think about this. He is competing against the entire market in terms of foreign exchange speculation, but also in terms of all the fate of all the different industries. If you know that the CIA is going to topple this government because you're helping them do it, you've got the national security clearances and you've got the boots on the ground and you're working every day with the local embassy, way before the market knows this happens, George Soros is able to take early positions with this insider knowledge to make billions of dollars in profits that the market has no hope of competing against because they're not working directly with state and CIA and USAID to know whether or not this thing is even happening, let alone know its chances of success. But this happens today with folks like Tom Donilon. Tom Donilon is the chairman of the BlackRock Investment Institute. Before that, he had never worked a day in his life. He was the national security advisor for Barack Obama. He was a high-ranking State Department official in the 1990s, helping on NATO expansion. He won the CIA Directors Award. And according to the New York Times, he was Joe Biden's first pick to be CIA director over Bill Burns. But Tom Donilon turned down CIA director so that he could continue to make millions as the chairman of the BlackRock Investment Institute. Meanwhile, Tom Donilon's brother, Mike Donilon, was the #1 senior advisor to Joe Biden in the White House and had been Joe Biden's senior advisor since 1986. So the CIA Directors Award winner in charge of U.S. intelligence and diplomacy, as well as in charge of NATO expansion, who's also on the board of the Global Leadership Coalition, the formal lobbying group for USAID and the State Department budget on Capitol Hill, is running the BlackRock Investment Institute, the in-house think tank for BlackRock's investment decision-makings. While he comes from the Central Intelligence Agency, was directly offered the #1 spot, chief of the Central Intelligence Agency, turns it down so that he can continue running BlackRock's investment arm, but can get updates every day from his brother, who's the #1 advisor to Joe Biden within the White House. This is how Soros Inc. operates. And it's important that this be completely restructured because U.S. foreign policy no longer serves U.S. citizens. It serves this reclusive, secular billionaires who use U.S. foreign policy for their own personal profit, whether it's good for the American people or not. And that has to end immediately, regardless of the collateral damage.
Yeah, I was recently in Georgia, the prime minister there, he also attended the same conference, and he also made the same point that the NGOs in his country was